But it has happened again and again. There's Maulana Ahmad Ali Lahori rahimahullah in Pakistan, a wonderful sheikh I have so much admiration for. I wish I had met. I never met. When he died, his janazah, his janazah, Allahu Akbar, his janazah, to carry his body onto the shoulders of people. You know how long it was? It was 14 miles. 14 miles people stood and they just crossed his body over, shoulder from shoulder. You can imagine how many people were in his janazah. This was back in the 60s or something when he passed away. And you know what? When they buried him, the same thing happened. And in Bangladesh, Mushahid Bayanpuri rahimahullah, who's a wali of Bangladesh, the same thing happened in the 70s when he passed away. And guess what? The same thing, like 3 days later, Allah took the fragrance away. And then 2014, this is going last year back, Mushahid Bayanpuri rahimahullah in Bangladesh, suddenly his grave again gave off fragrance, and it lasted for one whole day. Allahu Akbar. One whole day. A man who passed away 50 years ago, his grave again gives this fragrance out. This is Allah showing us that the barzakh is a real world. And it's a world where you will remain. Though the body stays underneath there, the soul travels to a place called Illiyin, but there's a connection between the two. And what happens is, in this fourth life, if you ask anyone, do you want to leave this world? The answer will be what, guys? The answer will be what, guys? No. Just as you did not want to leave Alamul Arwah, the first world, you did not want to leave the mother's womb, the second world, you did not want to leave the third world, the dunya, the same will happen. Nobody will want to leave Illiyin if they're in Illiyin. But if they're in Sijjin, they will want to leave. They will want to come, probably because they want to stop the punishment. They want to just get on and move out. But there might be a time when Allah will stop the punishment in Sijjin. Allah only knows that. What happens after that? We come up on the Day of Judgment. What does Allah do? Allah then makes the angel blow the horn, and all the souls in Illiyin are killed off. All that, meaning that they cease to exist. This is not a real death. This is like another type of death. Yes, it's a type of death, but we only taste a real death where the angel of death comes and takes our soul out of our body. We only feel that once. So this is another time that everybody is now going to get switched off. So Allah switches off all the Illiyin people, all the Sijjin people. He kills and he makes the end of life for all the people on the earth, and they all come to an end, and the whole world comes to an end, and Allah breaks everything that He ever created. He then takes it together, reshapes it, makes it flat, and then He brings my body back wherever it was, underneath the surface, and your body underneath the surface. He then brings the soul of Illiyin from Sijjin or Illiyin. He brings it into the body, and then He tells the angel to blow again. It blows again, and then that's when we wake up. This is now another new world. This is going to be the fifth world. This is going to be the fifth world and a fourth transfer. We wake up just as you woke up the day in your mother's womb. You were a fetus and you did not have any control over a body. Allah has now put you back again into a body, and I wake up and you wake up, and this time the only thing we do is we move, and our heads move the soil from above and whatever it is, and we come out. We come out on the Day of Judgment. This is now every single human being, every jinn, every creation, every animal, every dinosaur, every single insect that Allah had created, all coming up on the Day of Judgment. Allah will make every living creature come on the Day of Judgment, and Allah will make all of them come together on one platform, one piece. Now this time there are things that are different. Why? Because when I'm walking on the Day of Judgment, first thing is, in the world I had full control over my limbs. I could do what I wanted. In this world I can't do that. I have limited control over my body. Allah somehow directs me. I can't just run away in the other direction. It's just the force that brings me together to a centerpiece on the Day of Judgment, to a center place on the Day of Judgment. This is the day when, if I was to see my mother, then my mother was not really, well, who is she? Who is my father? Who is my brother? Who is my sister? They're just souls that existed in Alam al-Arwah, that were put into different bodies, and a connection was made between me and her womb. That's the connection, and between me and that man who was my father.